Welcome back to Titan Academy. In this video, we will cover an overview of files operations for Titan Forms version 2.0. We'll be covering uploading of files, downloading, deletion, and display of files. This is an overview, so in other videos we will go into the nuts and bolts of how these things are actually done. What I've put together here is a simple form with a lookup for a contact, a file uploader that is here in the elements in the left-hand menu to search for file uploader. That's this right here. We've got a submit button with an action behind it to upload files. And finally, we have a table where we are querying the files object in Salesforce and returning a list of files that are related to a contact. So let's take a look. We'll go ahead and preview the project. Now I'll select a contact. From my lookup, let's pick Andy Anderson. If we look in Salesforce here, Andy Anderson has no files in his files related list. And there's nothing returned in the table because there are no files associated with this contact. Let's choose a couple from the file uploader. Here you simply click on the file uploader and pick as many files as you want. This can be configured to restrict to only one file, to certain types of files, etc. For today's purposes, we are not restricting the types of files or the number. You are limited in the total size of files that you can upload, which is 25 megabytes, which is a Salesforce limit. Notice now that we've selected these three files, right here next to this little chevron, we have an indicator that 3 files have been selected. If you want to take a look at what you've added, go ahead and click on the little drop down. You can either preview the file or delete it. Let's say I want to delete lorem ipsum 1. We can delete it. Now there's only 2 files selected. But say I didn't mean to delete that, we can come back and select it again. And now it's back to 3. If we want to preview a file that is in the uploader, just click on the little preview eye. This will open up in a modal window, and you can preview the contents of the file. Now what can we do with this once the files have been selected? Here behind the submit button, I've created an action to push those files into Salesforce to create files records and to associate them with the selected contact. So let's go ahead and click submit. And we have now uploaded these 3 files into Salesforce, lorem ipsum 1, 2, and 3. They are associated with the contact Andy Anderson. Let's go back into Salesforce and refresh the page and look. And there you have it. Those 3 files were pushed into Salesforce and are linked to the contact that we selected. What else can we do with files in Salesforce? Can we delete files from Salesforce using Titan? Absolutely. On this table, I have added a delete action and created a Salesforce push delete to delete the selected file. Say we want to delete lorem ipsum 2. I'll click on the delete button. That push will run. The table refreshes. The file lorem ipsum 2 is now gone. So if we come back into Salesforce and refresh the page, you'll see that this one goes away. Lorem ipsum 2 is no longer there because we deleted it. What else can we do? We can download files from Salesforce. I've created in this table a download action to download the associated file. Let's go ahead and click on this. And as you can see, lorem ipsum 3 has been downloaded onto my desktop. And there it is. That is a brief overview of file operations in Titan Forms. Remember, the file uploader, we can push files into Salesforce. We can read files from Salesforce and display them in a table or in some other format. We can download files from Salesforce, and we can delete them. And that is how it's done.